Most new Amazon sellers don't fail because the business model doesn't work. They fail because of simple beginner mistakes that could have been avoided. I see it all the time. People jump into Amazon FBA, spend their money, and then wonder why stuff isn't selling. Or worse, why their account got flagged. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the 5 biggest beginner mistakes that will kill your Amazon business in 2025, 2026, 2027, all years to come. And how to avoid them so then you can scale and become an actual successful Amazon reseller. And trust me, I made some of these mistakes when I started back at 19 years old. So I'm just speaking from real experience. And yes, I'm sitting on the floor because why not? Hey hustlers, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jasmine, aka Jazz Hustles, and I am a 22-year-old Amazon seller. I started selling in the beginning of January 2023, and I'm still going at it. Now you already know me, I love getting just straight into the video and the video topic for today. So if you haven't already, make sure to like it up, subscribe for more, push that little bell so then you're notified whenever I post. Mistake number 1, ignoring product research. The first beginner mistake is buying something off of what you like and what you think would sell well without even any product research or data. It's crazy how I see so much times where sellers who just created their Amazon account, they're now starting to source. They just go like, okay, let's just say for example, I like that candle, or like, this toy looks cute, it should sell on Amazon. You don't do it like that. Amazon does not care what you like. It cares about what's actually going to sell and at what profit margins. Now, this is why I basically live inside tools like SellerAmp and Keepa. I check BSRs, which is bestsellers rank, buy box history, competition, profitability, all that stuff before I spend a single dollar. It's raining like crazy in Miami right now. I don't know if you guys can see, but if you see the rain and if you hear it this whole video, you already know it's hurricane season in Miami right now. So if you do not do this and you'd rather just pick on products on basically what you'd like, go ahead, but you're gonna get stuck with dead inventory. You're just gonna have money tied up into BS products basically. So make sure to trust the data and not your emotions. Mistake number 2, not understanding Amazon fees. So yeah, the second mistake is not really understanding return on investment, profit, revenue, different stuff like that. You do have to remember when you're doing fulfillment by Amazon, Amazon is going to take their cut just because you're getting Amazon to do most of the work, the fulfillment, the customer service, the returns, all of that. So there's FBA fees, referral fees, inbound placement fees. I actually have a video going over all of the fees that you're going to be charged for your Amazon business that I will link right up here for you guys. So if you don't know all of your numbers, you're gonna be thinking that a product that is priced at $30 is gonna give you $10 profit, when in reality, including all the fees, let's just say it's an oversized product, you're getting about like $2 profit. And that's a horrible return on investment. Or worse, you can lose money and be in the negatives, and you don't want that. So that's why you need to calculate ROI, return on investment, on every single product that you plan on investing in. My rule is a minimum of at least 25% return on investment, ROI, and $2 profit and above. Anything lower than that, then you're risking your business long-term. I just can't stress this enough. Know your numbers. Mistake number 3, sending inventory too late or not enough. Now, mistake number 3 is all about having the wrong strategy when you are reinvesting and actually keeping stock for your products. Beginners either send their inventory way too late or they just don't send enough, especially around Q4. Amazon warehouses get slammed. So check-ins can take weeks, I would say maybe even months too. And if you wait until last minute, you're already behind. Now the other issue, running out of stock. When you go out of stock, you lose momentum. And by the time you restock, all the competition are now hogging the buy box. And then they just taken over all the sales. So make sure to plan your reorders early and think in terms of velocity. If something usually sells, let's just say on the low end, 30 times a month, I would definitely double that or triple that, especially if we're about to get in Q4 season. So make sure to stay in stock or you will be losing out on a lot of profits this season. By the way, if you're watching this and you're realizing you really do not want to make any of these mistakes, I'm going to be hosting a free live Amazon training this Sunday at 8 p.m. EST. I definitely suggest joining in. We go way deeper than YouTube, talking a lot about different tactics and different tips so then you can implement it into your Amazon business. And I'm also going to be doing a live Q&A so then you can ask your questions live and I'll be able to answer them for you. Now, the platform that I do use only allows 500 people to join the training. So if you haven't already, make sure to use this link right up here and secure your free seat, or you can go into the description and secure your free seat that way. Mistake number 4, tanking prices and racing to the bottom. Now let's just talk about one of the deadliest mistakes that almost every beginner makes: tanking listings. Here's how it happens. This is crazy. This is wild. Here's how it happens. A beginner sees competition on a listing, they panic, and then they put their price $5 less just so that they can start making so much more sales. But what they do not realize is that that is going to be a domino effect. I call it a pricing war. And if all those sellers and all that competition sees that you put your price $5 less than everyone else, than the cheapest price, everyone else is going to do the exact same thing. So eventually you're going to be losing profit and everyone else is going to be losing profit as well. So it just doesn't even make sense to start a pricing war. I feel like once you start realizing how to win the buy box and how the buy box works, you will tend to price your products a little higher and not actually tank and start pricing wars. So that's why I did create another free tutorial on how to win the buy box and make a lot more sales and just kind of understanding the buy box a little more that I will link right up here for you guys. So in that video, you will learn that it's not just necessarily the cheapest seller is going to win the buy box. Amazon, it does not work like that. They reward sellers with strong account health, prime eligibility, and competitive, not necessarily the cheapest pricing, but competitive pricing. So within the range of the current market value of the product. The smartest play is to set a minimum price, hold your ground, and let the impatient sellers sell out. And that's when you're going to be able to scoop up all the profits. Mistake number 5, neglecting account health and policies. So this mistake is all about just ignoring your account health and just basically worrying about the sales and making profit and stuff like that. I've seen people build their Amazon business majorly, but then they would not even look into their late shipments. They would not look into their order defect rates if they're doing FBM, not even acknowledge the customer complaints, or sell a lot of brands that they should not be selling. Doing all those things can get you violations and can get your account suspended. And there's no point in figuring out whether or not a product is good to sell when you don't even have an Amazon selling account that you can sell it on. So Amazon is pretty strict. I think all of you guys know that. It's not like eBay or Walmart where you can just freely purchase and resell anything on the platform. Amazon is strict because it is the biggest e-commerce platform. It's $1 trillion company. So that's why they are going to be strict and they're going to have ungating in place and have different restrictions in place. That's just how Amazon is. And I prefer it to be that way, honestly. Now, if you don't know what ungating is, go over to my ungating playlist at the end of this video. I will link it right up here for you guys. So then you can start your Amazon business and start reselling brand name products, because you are going to have to make sure to get ungated in a lot of different brands and categories before you actually start reselling brand name products. So remember, if your metrics drop, you can lose access to selling on Amazon entirely. And no one wants that. Now, beginners think that having maybe 1 or 2 different problems isn't too crazy, but Amazon mainly looks at the patterns of how much problems you have on your account and how much violations that you get. So stay on top of your account health dashboard, respond to messages if you're an FBM seller, since FBA sellers don't usually get customer messages, and avoid restricted products that are just not going to be good for you to sell. If you see a lot of sudden dips in the offer count on Keepa, make sure to stay away from those as well. That just may mean people are getting regated in the product or they're getting IP'd from the brand. So basically, protecting your account is protecting your income. Think of it like that. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and add a bonus mistake because I feel like a lot of people do this in the beginning of their Amazon journeys, especially when they see that success and those profits and numbers coming in. But the main mistake that I see as well is people taking money out of their business as soon as possible, which is something you're just not going to want to do. When you're first starting, every single dollar that you make should go right back into the business. I didn't pay myself for a whole year, and that's probably why I feel like I succeeded way faster and I was able to hit that 6-figure mark within my very first year at 19 years old, because I kept reinvesting all of my profits and I just kept doing that same cycle. If you try to cash out too soon, you stunt your growth. Now, if you're really serious about avoiding all these mistakes plus more, because I can list hundreds of more mistakes, but these are just the main top ones. That's exactly what I help people avoid in my Inner Circle mentorship. In my mentorship program, you will get access to 3 group weekly coaching sessions every single week, one-on-one chat access with me, lifetime Discord access, and lifetime access to my Hustlers Academy course curriculum, which is basically filled of 15+ hours of informational step-by-step videos going over everything that you're going to need to know when looking into this business, and way more in detail. So this is mainly for the people who don't just want information, but they actually want to see results. And if that's you, you can go ahead into the description, or you can use this link right up here to book a free one-on-one call with my team to see if we are the best fit for you and you're the best fit for us. I highly recommend only booking if you are serious and you have the money to invest in coaching alone. Me personally, myself, I feel like I've gotten to the spot that I am now because I've invested on multiple different courses and mentorships, definitely over $10,000. So the fact that I have invested in my knowledge and invested in myself, I'm always going to be doing that constantly. So if you do have that drive and you also want to go ahead and just fast pace your success, then like I said, book that call. Make sure to answer all the questions as honest as possible. And at the end, when you're inputting your email, make sure there is no typos, because once you book that call, you're going to automatically get an email sent for a Zoom link invite. So then you won't miss that call and you can just go ahead and use that link to join the meeting. So let's just recap very, very quickly. The 5 key beginner mistakes that will ruin your Amazon business are: number 1, ignoring product research; number 2, not understanding Amazon fees or return on investment, ROI; number 3, sending inventory too late or not enough; number 4, tanking prices in a race to the bottom; and number 5, neglecting account health. Plus the bonus, pulling profits out too early and not reinvesting into your business. Now, if you avoid all of these, you will give yourself a super huge advantage over the thousands of new sellers that quit Amazon selling every year. Now, I've been where you are. Like, I have not been a professional seller my whole Amazon selling journey, right? And I know how overwhelming it feels to start in the beginning, but if you stick to the right strategy and just keep being consistent and persistent, this business will literally change your life. You just have to put the work in. And that's what I say on like almost every YouTube video. So just a little reminder, don't forget to sign up for my free live training happening this Sunday at 8 p.m. EST in the description if you haven't already. And if you're ready to take things to the next level, make sure to go ahead and book a free call with my team if you're interested in my Inner Circle mentorship. But that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you got to the end of this video, comment the word hustle down below so I know you're serious about this business, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok where I post on those every single day at Jazz Hustles, at JSHUSTLES. But that's it for me. I post every Friday and I'll see you guys next Friday. Peace.